Good morning, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and the final leader out of OP12 has officially been revealed, that being this brand new black-yellow Koala leader of the Revolutionary Army. So if you don't know, Koala is basically Sabo's girlfriend. She was introduced in the Fisher Tiger flashback, and she's a pretty cool character. We officially meet her in Dressrosa in the what was called main timeline, because before we only met her in flashback. So yeah, she's a really cool character. She's a human who knows fishman karate, and she's a Revolutionary Army character. So pretty awesome. Yeah, so she's a leader. She's yellow black, and she has two abilities. One that's really garbage, and the other one that's pretty insane. Let's go over the garbage one first. Her garbage ability is that when she attacks, if your opponent has two or more ACOS or higher characters on field, she gets to draw a card. Personally, I think that's a really shitty way to draw cards. It requires your opponent to have two ACOS or higher characters on field, not just one, two. That's a little too much. Some decks don't even play ACOS or higher characters like that. Like, what happens if you go against like a Zoro? Zoro's never going to play out anyone besides maybe Dragon. And if Zoro has two dragons on field, you're probably already in the end of the game. To be honest, to most decks, if they have two giant characters on field, most likely you're already heading towards the end of the game in One Piece. Meaning, how effective is that draw? It's when you attack, and it's not that great. However, her second ability basically says, hey, anytime your opponent would summon a monster with 8 or more cost, or if they use a monster to play out another monster using monster effect, then they also lose a life. So what do I mean by this? What I'm basically saying is, if they use a cascading character, or if they play a cost character with 8 or more, once per turn, she trashes one card for your opponent's life. Meaning, that's pretty powerful. If you go against, like, say, this is an old example, but the Blue Dolphin when Jinbei was still legal. If they go Jinbei combo on you, you go, cool, trash your life. If they go Gecko Moria combo, cool, they trash your life. Of course, these two cards are banned now, but what I'm trying to get at is that's basically the gimmick of this card. It's saying, hey, if your opponent uses a character to play out another character, they lose a life. If they play out a ACOS or higher character, they lose a life. I don't know how strong that is. That seems pretty cool, but I feel like because it's so, like, there, if your opponent plays around it, your leader's basically a 4-life vanilla. So, I don't know. Seems pretty cool. We'll just have to see. I do say it does punish your opponent for playing, like, cascading characters. Like, again, like the green film cards. The 7-cost Monkey D. Luffy could play out another character that's 4 or less, that's film. Or Straw Hat. Well, now he just lost a life. Oh, you went against the purple Luffy player, played the 7-cost Luffy? Well, they just lost a life because they play out the 5-cost character. Another good example, I guess, would be like, let's see, the Tony Choppers, when they attack, they play from deck. As the character played off another character, thus they lose a life. I don't know. It seems pretty interesting. I just don't know how effective it would be if your opponent plays around it. But it's still pretty cool. Good job for the leader. I don't know if it's going to be great or not. We'll just have to see the support. But that's all the leaders for OP12. How do you feel? How are you excited? Let's find out in the comments below.